blame, you net it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some Isha, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some Isha, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Some Isha, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. Gotta get myself a bag before the bull run. Gotta take some Isha, stick it in the ballroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I am the team lead here, and this is our daily live AMA and rollover events. I'm also joined by my co-host with the most, and another team member as well, LA. But Bull, how are you, Bull Gates? What's up, brother?
Yeah, pretty good. I think we're really behind, so probably let's speed it along.
Yes, 100%, man. I saw your new profile picture and I thought, man, I wonder if Bull forgot we're on today. But no, you never miss a day. I don't know why I would even think that. So yes, always happy to have you, bro. And yeah, we are running late. So give me 1 minute. We have about 5 minutes for the reactor rollover. I'm gonna get it pulled up right now. Give me about 1 moment.
I had to comment on the new picture too. It's quite lovely, Bull.
There you go,
Oh,
LA.
thank you.
Glad to have you. Yes, it is. It's a cat with what? A bunch of flags? I can't see that well, but I like it. All right, 1 more second here. Bear with me, sorry guys. All right, here it is. We got about 3 minutes left. Reactor is, we kick things off with the reactor and we end things with Detonator. Both of them are our proprietary contracts that help us secure deep locked liquidity on both our eShare BNB LP and our EMP ETH LP. If you're not familiar with how Reactor and Detonator operate, please stay tuned to the end of this live stream. We'll go over the mechanisms a lot more in depth at the very end. But long story short is these are amazing 365% ROI contracts that incentivize you to lock up liquidity in the form of eShare BNB, in this case with Reactor, and then you're rewarded with what we call the daily burst every day over time. And again, 365 is not to be confused. 365% ROI is not to be confused with APR, but the contract is paying about 1% a day, if not a little bit more, when you take into account the instant reward. So these contracts are super powerful, and we've just seen the pool balance continue to grow. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to have an all-time high pool balance today, and Reactor is in its second month of operating, I believe. So again, time flies here at EMP and in crypto in general, but this contract has been performing extremely well, and I still think people are sleeping on Reactor because of how well it's paying every day. And it's an eShare BNB LP, which does not hurt the protocol. Again, for those of you that might be new, we always say EMP is your utility token to earn more eShare, and eShare can be bought and sold freely without hurting the protocol, and that is the way you need to take your profit. Today alone, we saw a major eShare buy about 100 grand of eShare. So that person bought the absolute dip, and again, that could play out to be an amazing financial move for that person over the next few weeks as we recover PEG, and we'll talk all about that today. So, all right, 1 minute left. Good luck, everybody. Again, the best way to earn in these contracts is by winning the lottery. So you want to make sure you maximize your tickets by compounding. And here we go. Oh, a nice little snipe. 3.4 LP. We'll see if that holds up. Here we go, about 40 seconds. If you are the winner, we'd love to celebrate with you. Feel free to jump on the Telegram voice chat or type it in the comments on YouTube. But we had many winners win with only a few tickets. The only way to guarantee you're not going to win is to not have any tickets. So that is the #1 way to increase your daily burst. Here we go, 15 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Will 3.4 LP hold up? We will see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 18.82, 3, 2, 1. What a snipe. Oh my god, that was amazing timing. Right at the end. Let's see if that holds up. I think that's going to be good. We'll double check here in a second. Again, all the data is on chain, but if you don't know how to read on chain data, we can give it to you right here at the bottom. Click on view largest deposits. Click on yesterday, and boom, what a day, man. Some amazing snipes. People were trying to get cute with it. It had 11.16. That person thought, I'm going to outbid them by a little bit at 11.39. And then 33A came in at 12.75. And then C4B said, I don't think so, and put in a massive 18.82 LP snipe at the end. And this, my friends, is why this contract is so powerful. The last few days have been very quiet, and so people try to get away with small snipes. But the game theory behind this is just massive. So we see again, over 50 LP entering the contract just in the top 5 players. So that is why instant rewards are huge in the last few minutes. And again, why the contract continues to grow. And I think somebody hit the win it now as well. If you don't want to, yeah, if you don't want to snipe, you can go to the win it now button right here. And that's a way to put up a massive 63.5 LP or 2% of the overall balance. And you're guaranteed that matching bonus. But people hit it very fast, so you have to put your money where your mouth is. But again, an amazing day in Reactor. The hype is building again, I think, in Reactor because people are excited. They see it's still paying over 1%, and now we have a new all-time high pool balance of 3,243 LP. I know. Again, just amazing, amazing volume in the contract. So, and one thing too we forget to talk about a lot is this multiplier. So, if you end up depositing at least 1 LP in Detonator or compounding at least 1 LP in Detonator, you can get up to a 5% bonus on Reactor, and it also applies to all the other Detonator as a service contracts. So you really want to be in Detonator to maximize your earnings and all the other contracts that you're going to participate as well. So that applies to Reactor, Generator, and what we're releasing on the 5th, Cultivator. Now just 2 days away? Man, I can't believe it's going to be here before we know it. So amazing stuff. We have a really big day ahead of us. Lots of updates, but let me go ahead and show the generator before we get into all the updates. Hang on 1 second. Alright, so this is generator. This is our first Detonator as a service, and we had another awesome day here as well. Now over $350,000 of LP locked in this contract, and that is with Splinterlands right. I'm sorry, Splinterfest right around the corner. So this contract is in partnership with Splinterlands using SPS BNB LP, and we've added about 20%, well more than that now actually, LP to their overall liquidity in the last like 10 days. So let's try to get as close to 500,000 locked in this contract by the weekend as we can. I think that would make um, a major impact for everybody at Splinterfest if we can say we've literally added 50% of their overall liquidity in a matter of like 2 or 3 weeks. And again, I think more and more people are realizing how awesome Generator is as well with increased user participation. So, all right, awesome, amazing day. Let's go ahead and jump right into some announcements. Buller LA, anything you guys want to add real fast while I pull up our notes and my desktop? Go ahead.
Hey, AJ, I don't know if you said it. I apologize. The Win It Now was also hit in Reactor, so someone went for that.
Yeah, no doubt, Joe. So I don't know. I think I said it. I don't know if I did. I got excited.
Yeah,
But hey,
I apologize if you did.
yeah, but no, that's huge, brother. So again, a major 68 LP going into Reactor as well. So we are well over the all-time highs as far as pool balance in Reactor. So a killer day. Even with eShare being down almost at all-time lows, we're still at $1.75 million in Reactor in that contract. So yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
Generator Reactor both got hit, and a few people are sleeping on the Detonator, the good old original. But I think people are going to wake up to that shortly.
Yeah, man, no doubt. The tried and true Detonator. We'll talk about that at the end. I'd love for you to come back on and talk to me through it. But we're seeing a very interesting phenomena in Detonator for the good actors that are continuing to compound while the majority of everybody else is claiming. That's why we've seen the contract drain a bit as far as TVL, LP, and dollar value. But if you're compounding, you're actually seeing your share, your pool share going up, which is really amazing and proves why these contracts are so well designed because they truly reward those what we call good actors or the ones that have a long-term mindset, and they are able to outpace everybody else in the contract by compounding while fear and uncertainty and people are trying to scrape together all they can because they don't have confidence in the protocol. Now it transfers that wealth to those that do. So it's really an amazing design and part of our proprietary economics in the detonator contracts. So, all right, let me go and pull up my notes here. Bear with me, everyone. Buller LA, anything you guys want to add before we get started? Or Joe, anybody from the Army? All right, I guess that means we're good to go. All right, so the big thing for this week, which we've been talking about over the last 2 weeks, is the launch of Cultivator. Cultivator is our brand new detonator as a service in partnership with the XGrow community. They're the same people behind XPerps and Hypermine. They've been a long time supporter of our protocol, and now we're able to offer a detonator as a service for their native asset. And with all the hype and the limited supply of XRO, we've seen it go up about, I think, almost 50% or more over the last 2 weeks. The XRO token is now um, at about. Oh,
All good over there, Brockman?
yep, we're good, Bull. All right, man. Sorry, I'm having a frog in my throat. You want to take over for a second, Bull? I gotta clear my throat. 1 second. Go ahead, Bull.
Yeah, of course.
So, I'll just follow up with, what AJ and Joe were just talking about. And um, people, are waking up to the fact, like Reactor, right? We saw it, the pool balance start slipping a little bit down. There, some really aware people got some really incredible snipes in. And today, or in the last few days, we've seen it really start ticking back up. And today, obviously an amazing day really in Reactor with, the win it now and, a few double digit snipes. And, a generator also really, really performing amazing. And if like AJ said, when Splinterfest does roll around, I mean, what an incredible feat that would be to have 50% gain in that on that LP, just because of that contract. And now there are still some the naysayers in the Splinterlands community, and that's cool. But the best way to prove that something works is to show people like, okay, look, this is what it did for the LP, because the numbers don't lie. And 35% gain is amazing, but 50%, like, I think with each tick percentage up, there's going to be people like, okay, shit, I think, what, I'll fess up. I think I was wrong about this. And then, so it's not to say I told you so. It's not to say like, ha, 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 ha. It's just to show like, this is a value added, technology to that ecosystem. And when I say that, all the little pieces that come together to really enhance an ecosystem, whatever they are, if they're a mathematical, quantifiable thing, or if it's an intangible thing, they're all pieces that kind of make up what make the thing work or not work. And we've seen this ecosystem really grow in a lot of different ways over the last 8 months. And there's definitely really good things on the horizon. I think there's amazing things here right now. It's just that, fear really does have a tendency to blind people. But, I think Joe is incredibly on point when he said people are really sleeping on the OG, because I know people would have jumped out of buildings to get those snipes in at 30, what is it? $30 LP. Like, that's ridiculous. And so when I say that, like, I'm not telling you to jump out of a building either, but I'm not Red Bull. So with that being said, like, I think people really need to evaluate what's here and what those products do. And if you don't know, feel free to ask anybody that has a title by their name. I'm sure they'll be happy to explain it without any judgment, because we are always getting new people. And sometimes I think it might be forgotten that we do get new people, or people that maybe don't quite know how those things work, and they might be a little tentative of asking. And that's cool. Ask questions. Asking questions is incredible. Like, it's how we learn. It's how we communicate with one another. It's how we get to know one another. And when the only bad question is really that question that goes unasked, because it can never be answered. And I assure you, if you have a question about Detonator, Generator, Reactor, the Cultivator, or anything else in this ecosystem, there are people that want to answer that question for you, and they're not going to ask anything for it, because they just want you to be a better user, creating all of those positive actions here.
Yes, Bull. Well said, brother. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I was having a little attack. But yeah, man, thanks for filling in as always. That's why you are the co-host with the most. But absolutely, Bull. I mean, the beauty of these contracts is not only are they self-contained liquidity providers and incentivizing liquidity providers without offering, inflationary rewards. That is typically how LP providers are incentivized. But like you said, they also, offer an opportunity for those that pay attention, and that's the beauty. I mean, even with crypto overall, the people that are buying now, when there's fear in the streets and blood in the streets and fear in the markets, I mean, typically that's when you want to buy. And we said this on AMA yesterday, when people are saying how rich they are, and they're making millions of dollars on meme tokens, and the market is on fire. That's when you want to start taking profits. So again, it's very counterintuitive to a lot of people. It's a lot easier said than done. especially when your emotions are involved. But those that are sniping now and continuing to build their positions in Detonator and Reactor and all these contracts in our platform are going to have massive rewards when, again, the contracts start growing and the LP gets more expensive and we see a lot more volume enter on all of them. So, all right, so as I was saying, Cultivator launches on Wednesday, October 5th. That is 2 days from today. It will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That works out to UTC time. I don't have it in front of me. We're going to be releasing the white paper later tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. So within the next 24 hours, the official white paper on Cultivator will be out and released. But yeah, it's basically the rollover is going to be between the current detonator and reactor time. So it'll be on the half an hour in between. So again, here in Eastern Standard, that's 7:30 p.m. But it applies to whatever time zone you're in. And that will the very first day, it's actually an hour later because we're allowing a whitelist or early opportunity for those to get in early, just like we did with Generator and Reactor, and all of you that have been around for a while know how important that is. So we are incentivizing people through buying bonds to get an early access spot in the cultivator. And people say, well, why would I want to do that? Well, the earlier you're into these contracts, there is a better chance of getting those instant rewards because you own a larger pool share in the beginning. And it's very beneficial for the contract overall because typically those that are getting in early will want to compound to be able to again, keep up with their pool share, which provides an amazing floor for the contract where people are just not getting in and draining it all the way. And again, I mean, even if you wanted to get in early and drain it, you actually make a lot less money over the long run. So it's again financially disincentivized to do that as well. But I don't know. I may have a conflict tomorrow to be on the AMA, but we'll definitely have the Exegro team on the AMA for launch day on Wednesday. So I'm trying to arrange that now. But either way, again, you can listen to some old AMAs about X perps to hear about their ecosystem, about their team. They've been on some AMAs before. And yeah, we just want to pump it out there to get a bunch of TVL into Cultivator on the first few days and weeks as we roll out again not only another amazing opportunity for that community, but also amazing opportunity for our community by again adding a revenue stream to EMP. So, all right, LA, I know LA. I think she had to run off. I don't see
I'm
her
here.
here. Oh, you are. All right, sorry, LA. I know you said me have to jump off early, but anything you want to add real quick about the deadline for the whitelist and anything around
Yes.
Splinterfest? Go ahead.
Yes. So the deadline for the whitelist is midnight Eastern Standard Time tonight. So between Monday and Tuesday, midnight Eastern Standard Time. So it's coming up very shortly. So if you have not submitted that yet, just click back on the pinned posts a few back or on Discord in the announcements. AJ made a post yesterday with absolutely all of the details there. And so that's your best resource for how to submit for the whitelist. But basically, there are two tiers. There's a 500 EMP and a 1000 EMP tier. You will purchase brand new EMP off the market, and then you'll purchase your e-bond, and it will not qualify if you're using EMP that's already in your wallet. So keep that in mind. But all the rest of the details are on that post, and just make sure to read carefully, get it in time, and then there will be some Discord channels that you'll be added to so that you're in your correct time slot for early entry.
Perfect. Awesome, LA. Yeah. And again, get in while you can, even during this AMA if you have a minute to pick up some new EMP. off the market, then you'll still be qualified so you don't run out of time. And Charlie or any of our Discord admins have been really helping in that process. So jump on over to Discord if you have any other questions. But yeah, and then Splinterfest LA, my God, you've been running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to get ready. But I'm so excited. We have so much amazing booth apparel, not apparel, but booth what do we call it? Booth decoration? I don't know. That sounds it's more badass than
Bling,
decoration.
bling,
Bling,
or
bling,
I'm
flare,
bling,
or
yeah.
literally
swag.
sitting
Bling,
here.
swag, perfect. There you go, Bull. Sorry, go ahead, LA. Yeah.
I'm literally sitting here working on it right now.
I love it.
Cutting the edges off papers and stuff. So every day. But no, it's going to be so badass. We have created like literally brand new content that's never even been given out to the EMP community yet. Like, is going to be given out at Splinterfest. Like, it's going to be unreal, amazing. It's going to be so badass. This is going to be a very epic event for EMP. We're going to bring a lot of new investors into the protocol. We're going to educate the hell out of people, and we're going to hype up EMP like no other. So I'm very pumped. I'm very excited. And it's going to be a really successful event for us.
Yes, 100% LA. Again, you've been absolutely killing it, working night and day to pull this off. As with anything, these in-person events, they creep up on us really fast. We're used to crypto time, and before we know it, we had to, get out there, get the scripts written. LA will be doing a presentation to everybody at Splinterfest. Like Ellie said, we're going to be onboarding a ton of new users. And yeah, I mean, we also have some amazing material. I'm not going to spoil it, but we even have a hilarious name that we really haven't talked much about in our own communities that we're going to
But we
be.
will.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will, and we will, because once we lay out, this game plan that we keep teasing, it's going to make a lot of sense for all of you that are here at EMP and want to be able to utilize your EMP in ways of making even more money. So yeah, we're,
Yeah.
we're really excited for all that. So I don't want to
Oh,
say
it's
too
really
much,
cool.
LA. I
As
know.
soon as Splinterfest is over, we're going to drop this stuff on the EMP community as well. And it's really badass, and we're super pumped about it.
Totally. And we'll have, again, lots of pictures. We'll have a lot of updates. Make sure you follow all the Splinterlands socials as well. I'm not sure if they're going to be live streaming, but we'll definitely keep everybody in the loop on all that. So, all right, awesome. Well, hopefully we can see you there. Unfortunately, I won't be there this year, but I will be there in subsequent years. And we are working on some other in-person events with EMP later or early next year. Next year will be a big year for EMP because, again, with our recovery plan and all these detonators as a service, EMP is going to be a household name, by next year. As it already is going that way. We just, again, have to recover PEG. So those people that don't understand the ecosystem know that we're healthy, even though we are healthy. They just don't know that we're much different than a tomb fork now. And I did see a question before I forget it. Two questions. When EMP mustache NFTs? From Cool Sheets. So yeah, Cool Sheets. No mustache NFTs, but we are working on our MDB EMP NFTs, and those are going to be absolutely massive. They are a great option for those that want to have a little more hands-off approach. We've had a lot of people ask about an option where you don't have to monitor your LPs every day. You don't have to know, when to snipe, when to not snipe. So these NFTs will be an amazing, uh, easy button, for lack of a better word, on earning from the protocol without having to really be a daily active user. So we're really excited for that. Again, MDB is hosting those NFTs, so we will be doing the raise on their platform, but it will be able to benefit all of us. And so not only will you receive eShare, but you'll also receive MDB from those. And we we really want to build the hype as we get ready for that. We're hoping by the end of October. We'll be ready, but we'll have a lot more info out before then. Some examples of the artwork. The artwork is really badass, so it's going to appeal to the collectability as well as the utility of these NFTs. And we'll again release the total mint, the price, all that. But I'm telling you now, start saving up some dry powder because every one of you will want one of these, if not multiples of these. If you can afford as many as you can, they're going to be extremely valuable and very rare. So, all right, what else do we have going on? LA, a ton of partnerships. I know, again, today, that's why I was a little bit late. We've had meetings and potential partnerships to be discussed all week long, not only with Detonator as a service, um, but even just, other protocols that maybe have invested in us already, and they see peg going down and the overall fear, and they, rather than saying, all right, I want to get out, they're saying, okay, how can we take advantage of this opportunity? So again, even other protocols that we've had relationships with are looking to even get deeper into EMP ETH LP because they know what a savings it is at the moment. So, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm having meetings with people that I never thought I'd have the opportunity to speak with in crypto as a whole. And the fact that even know what EMP is so bullish. So, Bull, I know you've been a fly on the wall for some of those meetings, as well as you, LA. But yeah, I mean, again, I wish we could talk about all these things publicly, but until we have something official, we're not able to. However, it's definitely happening. I mean, go ahead, Bull. You want to add to that at all? I know, again, we tease it all the time, but these things are
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I mean it's good to like paint an overall roadmap for people, so that they have some type of expectation.
For
And
sure.
however, like you do have to follow like your mantra of not over promising and under delivering, because at any point somebody can back out of a potential partnership, and you don't want to look like a shithead or a liar, and those
Totally.
things can happen. And until those things are really set in stone, it's not in anybody's interest to say, oh yeah, we're absolutely going to do that. And now, like I said, it's one thing to talk about, like, hey, we're in discussion with this, and we're on discussion number 6 about this, and kind of hammering out the details, and maybe dropping a little bit more alpha, right? Like you are with the NFTs, because that's further along in the process. The art is in, I mean, is it in motion? What do you call
Oh
it for
yeah,
the
no,
art?
the
I mean,
art
like,
and the art is in like the final stages. The art will be ready
right. Yeah.
before we even have a lot of the final minting details
Right.
done. So yeah, I can't wait. When you guys see the art, you're gonna know the caliber of these NFTs. And I'm an artist, and I was part of the art direction on what I thought would be really badass. But I've said it before that I'm not really a profile picture NFT kind of guy. I'd much rather buy an NFT that has actual use case. But these
Mhm.
NFTs will accomplish both. They'll be badass. You'll want to have them. You'll want to display them, but they'll also be extremely valuable in what they yield as well. So yeah, go ahead, Bull. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah,
Oh no, you're good, man. It's just it's like anything, like IRL. Like you shouldn't talk about those things until like they're done, right? Like nobody would promise their kid something for Christmas, and it's that hot item, that hot toy or whatever, that anybody and no disrespect to the people listening. I'm not saying you're children or anything, but it just paints a really a perfect picture of that
for
analogy.
sure.
It's that no parent really should promise their kid that amazing toy that's that really that impossible one to get for Christmas. Now, it is okay to say, hey, like, look, I'm going to do whatever, I can. I'm going to do my best to get that for you. But that's different than saying, hey, yep, we're absolutely going to get it. It's locked away, it's in the bank, and you don't have it, right? Like, that's just dishonest, and you're setting poor expectations for your kid. You're setting really good expectations for them if you want them to be upset when you don't get that. And so, I think it's just best to set the proper expectation of, hey, look, we're on the AMA every day, but that doesn't mean that's the only work that's being done. And I frequently reference like the people that work in the back, so to speak. It's so hard to, like really paint that picture for people, because so much of our world is we're all in a rush, right? We're in a rush to get in and get out and get back to whatever it is that we, have a higher value on wanting to do. And we forget, like if we go to pick up, say you go to a restaurant and you do curbside pickup, it's really easy to forget about all of the people in the back, right? The cooks, the people washing the dishes, the people that are delivering all those items that make that possible. And it's not, it's not like it's a failure of people to recognize that, but it is, it's real easy to always just see the on the surface in the public what's happening, right? And the world is so much more about what's not seen, about how that's how it operates, right? It's I'm sure everybody's heard that expression of the people think that the world is black and white, but it's 0.001 percent black and white, and 99.9999 percent gray, because everything happens in between where the bounds are set. And that's how it is really with everything. That's how it is here. That's how it is IRL. That is how almost the entire really universe functions. It's the unseen that really makes things work. Now the front face of it, that's where you set expectations for people to tell them, hey, look, this is the 99% that you don't see. That's what's going on. And so it's easy for us, I think, to sit here and talk about peg, because like you said, I'm a fly on the wall in these meetings. I'm listening to, like what you're talking about. I'm listening to other people, and I'm like, okay, yeah, perfect. This is great. But it's easy for me, to sit here because I've been in crypto a long time. And, I think everybody that's listening is I think feeling, really good. I mean, there's probably that shadow of doubt that people have, and that's fine too. I mean, I think that's probably some healthy skepticism too. But, the point that I'm trying to make here is that, everything that is talked about, like, like with AJ's big messages that he tends to write out and then pin, him being on here and him doing AMAs on other channels, him talking to other protocols to invest in EMP. There are so many things that really honestly do go on behind the scenes to get things done. And maybe, it's not perfectly laid out and placed out for people, but that too is a work in progress. To things to just get better at is articulating what's going on, where are we at in this process. And I saw like a question here from male 683, after a quarter or so, could we get an idea of what DaaS is bringing in? Those are good things, because AJ has said about setting those expectations of what the YouTube channel is making.
For
Cool.
sure.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna add to that real fast, Bull, to answer that question. So yeah, a few things. So as of right now, I mean, we have multiple revenue streams, and we're gonna get better about actually putting this out with a miniature audit at the end of every month. We're just again we're so busy developing that some things fall through the cracks, but we have the banner ads, that's a revenue stream on Detonator. We have the rehypothecation of just our BUSD and stable tokens in the actual treasury that produces yield. And then we have the YouTube channel, which is now monetized at $100. They did about 125 bucks in ad revenue last month, which again is not much. I mean, that's one of the lowest yields. But that will scale with time. Um, we had our merchandise up. That was a revenue stream, which again, once LA gets back from Splinterfest, merchandise will be another priority on the list. But the number one generator will be Detonator as a service. And just based on some very simple math, I mean, we're doing about, and this is super conservative, but I would say, between Reactor, Detonator, I mean, again, because we're getting a portion of those fees to the treasury even on Detonator and Reactor as a revenue stream. But between Detonator, Reactor, and Generator, already we're doing probably at least $3,000 every two days, 2 or 3 days of revenue. And so that will scale tremendously when we have 10, 15, 20 Detonator as a service contracts out. So even if each contract, was doing, say, between 200 and $1,000 a day in fees that we get to our treasury, I mean that could be upwards of ten to $15,000 a day in buying pressure on EMP. So again, to talk in real numbers, that's why it's so important that we get these revenue streams up. We don't do buybacks, prematurely, and drain the treasury. We got to go through this temporary pain, and uncertainty so that we become bulletproof. And I know that's a word you like, bull, but it's true. I mean, the idea is that we have enough revenue coming in that we're able to hold peg permanently, and even then, once peg is fully recovered, we're able to use some of that revenue to bolster generator and detonator, and then that's when you will see your daily burst absolutely explode because there's fresh capital entering those contracts without having to be paid back. So yeah, it's just massive. So go ahead, Bull. Sorry, did that help explain the actual numbers behind it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, friend, absolutely. Like it's just to follow up. Life is right. It's people can deal with really the big things a lot, but it's the cumulative little things that kind of can add up to really, pester people. It's like I think mosquitoes are really the best example of that. Like, say your friend gives you a gut punch. It sucks, but you kind of shake it off and move on. But if you're sitting out by the campfire and those mosquitoes are bothering you, like a tiny, 100 little tiny little mosquitoes can really wreck your day. And it's the opposite is true. It's all about finding multiple revenue streams to hit back towards, hit peg, in the opposite direction that it's been heading. And that's, it's a matter of, time, right? Building up those different contracts, getting people's resolve and their confidence back, because you don't just recover like confidence all at once. It's cumulative, like everything in life. And it's the little things, the seeing the needle get pushed the other way that, will really get people like, oh shit, okay, yeah, everything's right as rain here. Let's get back to business.
Yep, 100%. And we don't. This is all the math and all the numbers we just were discussing. That doesn't even account for people re-entering the protocol. And Bull, that was what Bull's point was right there at the very end. We have to win over everybody's confidence again, by having the peg start to steadily increase every day, day after day. And I can promise you, when some of the original whales, new people to the protocol, DeFi users overall, all these people, when they start seeing peg recovering slowly and steadily, and now we're one of the only quote unquote tomb forks that is even alive, let alone growing TVL again. I can promise you, again, I mean, not financial advice, I'm not a fortune teller, but I can pretty much guarantee that there will be a ton of new volume entering back into the protocol when people go, holy shit, man, EMP, they did it. Like they're recovering, things are looking good. TVL is going up. And again, we say it all the time, but the best form of advertising is a giant green candle. So the more we see that up and to the right movement, that will spread fast. And again, we'll do another round of AMAs. We'll do more marketing. We're working on some more traditional forms of marketing as well. I know we've talked about a podcast for a while now. That is still on the roadmap. We just have had other things take priority at the moment, but all of that is still in the works, and that will help us get to even a larger audience. And this will all be established, hopefully before the next bull run. So just imagine when all the attention is back into crypto and EMP has proved itself as one of the greatest protocols on the entire Binance Smart Chain or BNB network. It could be absolutely huge. So awesome. All right. I mean, again, I don't want to overhype. And I'm never gonna say we're gonna moon or invest now like that. You'll never hear me say that.
Bro, there's
But
there's a there's a fine line between confidence and conceit.
absolutely, Bull. Yep.
So there's nobody would follow a leader that says, "Oh, well, maybe, it might happen. I guess we'll see." That doesn't instill confidence. Saying when we recover, this is what we're doing. This is the plan.
Yep.
And
100%.
I love when Josh would get on and because he talked about that. The number one trait that you look for in a leader in the military isn't somebody who's the best, got the biggest muscles, the fastest times, the best PT scores. None of that. It's trust. Who do you trust?
Yep, I love it, Bull, and that is, man, that's what I've tried to build this platform on is the transparency and the trust. I mean, again, everything I've ever said in any AMA has been with true intention and just trying to make this something special for everybody involved, and I hope that comes across day after day. So, all right, I have a question here from Wesley. Great to hear from you, Wes. I love when people are here and actually are asking questions that helps things move along. And we have time for about 2 or 3 questions before detonator rollover. So feel free to ask some questions in the comments. And oh, by the way, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Again, we're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so please help us get over that mark and make sure you're always typing engagement in the live stream and then the comments after the recording is over as well. But and watch some older videos. I mean, there's a lot of really amazing insight and what we call hidden gems or Easter eggs in all the old AMAs as well. So, all right, Wesley says, AJ, when you mentioned to regain peg permanently, do you mean the goal is to then never fall back into Zen or below peg, or do you just mean not falling below peg for extended periods of time? So yeah, amazing question, Wesley. And he's an OG, so he knows what's up. And we've talked about this a lot. Bull has an amazing analogy about weather. But yeah, I mean, it is healthy for the protocol to go above and below peg, depending on the demand and the growth of the protocol. And that is the beautiful part of what our underlying economics are, being a seigniorage protocol. New EMP is only minted when there is demand for that new EMP. So the idea when I say to regain peg, permanently, that means to get back to the Zen phase. So we'll be over peg sometimes and we'll be below peg sometimes, but now we won't see these giant swings anymore. We'll see, 0.99, 0.98, 0.99, 1.0, and 1.01, 1.02. So we'll have a lot more of a consistent range. And that will, when we do that and we have a month or two of consistent above and below peg, you are going to see eShare absolutely take off. And again, I'm not saying, get in, we're going to moon. I'm just talking from pure economics and the math behind it. I mean, we saw it happen, in the chart when we were above peg for 55 days straight, each share was $3,000 a piece. So, granted, there's more e-share in the ecosystem now. I don't know if we'll ever see that number again, but we may get close. So again, not financial advice, but that will really help instill confidence back into the protocol and allow people to earn, consistently through the farms again, because the APRs will go up tremendously with the price of eShare going up. So, and if you don't know any of what I just said, you need to take the academy. So again, all of that is outlined in the academy, and it's really important for you to understand the protocol and where the APR percentages come from, what affects it, how to maintain, what's best for the protocol, how to profit the most as a participant. I mean, all of this is literally outlined on a silver platter in our academy. So again, it's shocking to me when people ask questions even after taking the academy that we go over in depth. So anyway, hopefully that helps, Wesley. Again, really appreciate that question. Bull, is there any other questions? I have time for one more here before we get into the rollover.
Don had his hand raised first.
Don,
Thanks, guys.
what's up, brother?
Hey,
Oh my God,
AJ.
bro. Long time no talk, man. How you been?
I know, it's like I don't have any powder, and you keep like, coming up with all these new deals, and so I'm just, I'm in Detonator,
For sure.
being faithful, crossing my fingers, haven't sold or claimed any EMP out of Detonator, but I'm like, Bull asked the perfect question because I was curious. You've got these upcoming additional, partnerships where people are going to be using the Detonator, and so to have a dollar figure today for me was good. And what I realized is that you talked about potentially 10 to 15,000 a day, and I know no promise, but
sure.
given what's been happening, that could happen. And if that's in a bear market. So if we get into a bull market, it could be like 5-10 times that. I'm guessing. I don't know, at least double.
Totally.
So
no, Don, absolutely, brother. Yeah.
So the other thing that I realize is all that money coming in that you're talking about, that 10 to 15, potentially a day. That's LP that's not going anywhere.
Correct.
That's EMP that's not ever going to be sold. So, I wanted people to get that because it's so much. It means so much more than just having money coming into the pool. Because other monies coming into the pool have the option to just, burn it. Not burn it, but sell it,
right,
and
or
adversely affect.
Right, exactly.
Exactly, and adversely affect the whole protocol. So, anyway. I wanted to say that because that gets me excited too.
Yeah, no, for sure, Don. And yeah, just to regroup, and yeah, bro, I would love to hear more input from you here, but I would just want to clarify what you said so everybody's on the same page. And yeah, Don is 100% correct. So what we would do is any of that revenue stream is then used to buy EMP ETH LP and either go into Detonator where it's locked, or just remain as protocol owned liquidity on the farms. So now not only are we buying back EMP, and helping maintain that peg level, but now we're and again the term for this is hypothecation or rehypothecation, is where you're using an asset to then earn additional from that asset. And so yeah, I mean that's what we say about our treasury being the biggest good acting whale. And yeah, I mean, again, whether it's in Detonator or whether it's just protocol owned liquidity on the farms, that's liquidity that will never break and will never sell that EMP side of the liquidity pair. So it is essentially a buyback and burn. Again, from a regulatory standpoint, and that's why we don't send the EMP to a burn address. We actually hold it in the treasury because buyback and burn is a little bit of a gray area when it comes to the Howey test. So we're just saying that we're buying we're buying the EMP off the market, and in turn that will help, the price go up over time. So yeah, and again, I mean, we also, one thing I want to mention too, Don, some of these protocols, and Splinter Lands is a great example. We are also holding a portion of those LPs as an investment. So what that means is, and again, Cultivator as well, we'll always keep some of the LP of the native tokens in any of our partnerships, not only to bolster the contracts if they need help, but more importantly as an investment vehicle. So we can now become one of the largest holders of SPS, and this is the Spinnerlands token. So when they finally get a listing on Binance or any of these other
Yeah.
major, marketing and exposure things come to fruition, and now SPS is worth, 50 cents, 75 cents, a dollar, now the Treasury has profited an insane amount of money just purely from, the speculation on that token going up. And yeah, Jim said as well from Hypermind, we take the LP from Cultivator, we stake it on Xperps, and now again we're able to earn through rehypothecation, and that's what really makes these contracts really, really sustainable. I mean, again, we haven't experimented with a detonator style contract that doesn't have LP rewards or rehypothecation. My gut feeling is that it would still be very sustainable just based on the economics. But when you're able to add that rehypothecation to continually feed these contracts, they can truly last forever because we don't rely on new investment, like a Ponzi scheme, for things to continue to grow. So yeah, go ahead, Don. Sorry, man. I just want to clarify.
No, that's I appreciate that. Well, the owners of the protocols that are buying their version of Detonator, they're not dumb enough to. I mean, they know how it works, so they wouldn't be buying Detonator, So they're all in. So we have big players coming in who are just as incentivized as the most educated people in, the original EMP protocol. They know it is a long-term play. I mean, that's the other thing I'm learning all the time. And, it's easy for me. I think a hard lesson in crypto is, that the idea that 100x is everywhere to be found. All you got to do is turn a rock over and there's 100x for you.
Right.
It's like in the hex mindset, if you're not, you have to think long term. This is a brand new technology, crypto. It's in its infancy, and I'm guilty of not doing that, and putting in more money than I should. I'm still making mistakes, but yeah.
Hey Don, I got to tell you something.
Yeah, dude.
If you see, somebody saying that there's 100x laying there under that rock on the ground, put your hand on your wallet because their friend is standing behind you waiting to take your wallet after when you bend over
to try and pick it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Totally get it, Bull. Totally get it. Totally get it. So the other thing,
totally.
Go ahead. And we got Detonator. So I got one last quick thing. God, I wish more people. I know there's a push to get people to do the academy, and I think that's imperative. But the other push, I think that I don't know that I see is the AMAs. And we've got like 50 people on the AMAs, and I think if you're in the AMAs just a few times a week, it settles you. It gives you more confidence,
Totally.
Because you did the academy like a week ago, and now you're concerned because the peg's dropping. But if you're listening to an AMA, you're current. You're talking to the owner. You're talking to the guys that are driving the ship, and and I get confidence out of it. I listen every day. I may not listen to 100% of it, but I listen to it every day because I have confidence in you, AJ, the Bull, the team, Joe, Charlie, Jake. I mean, I have confidence. LA, I have total confidence that you guys are doing absolutely everything you can, and to help me.
Totally.
To help
bro.
me.
Yeah. No, Don, that's
Yeah.
a great point, bro. And we are, again, we're having that discussion internally now. I know
Yeah.
Bull mentioned it a while ago about maybe, you know, changing up the format on these AMAs and literally having, and I'm working on a video as we speak with Machu. Which we haven't heard from him in a while. He's in Australia,
Yeah.
so it's literally, you know, a 24-hour or
Middle of
12-hour difference. Yeah. So it's like if he's on, it's like, you know, he's just getting up. But my point is that we're gonna do a big deep dive on the pure math because I think math is really important when it comes to these protocols. Because the
Yes.
numbers don't lie, you know, and I mean,
Right.
again, I can hype and I can make promises and I can say everything, but if you don't know me or you don't have a history, you know, of being here at EMP, I think sometimes, unfortunately, the crypto landscape, people are very skeptical, which I get and I respect that 100%. But if we go into the actual numbers, it's a lot harder, you know, to make that up. And so we're working on a video now that will literally pop up on the website. So, you know, just like we had the terms of service agreement when we transitioned our website hosting to you know, completely trustless system. It will be just like that, where you're either forced to watch this video or exit out of it. And so, literally, I don't know what more we can do to get in front of people than that. But yeah, and that will
Right.
be will drive them to the AMAs. I mean, I'll say it in that video. You know, please join us every day for these AMAs, because yeah, I mean, and I'm with you, Don. I think, you know, for me as an investor, even if EMP wasn't mine and I was just in another protocol, I mean, you know, that access is unheard of. You're lucky if you get an AMA a month, you know, let alone
Right.
once a week, let alone once a day.
Right.
So yeah, 100%, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So keep up the good work, and I'll let you go do Detonator, and
All right,
I'm
awesome.
gonna compound.
All right, Don. Yeah, make sure you compound. Everybody compound. All right, brother. Awesome. Well,
Don't bend over, Don.
Yeah, don't bend over for that 100x. Yeah.
Thanks, Bull.
Yeah, that's good advice. Man, Bull, you always are giving great advice. I love it. Yeah, all right, cool. All right, 4 minutes left. So I think we have time to sneak in the video. It does an amazing job of telling everybody what Detonator is. So without further ado, here is a Detonator.
Welcome to the Detonator. The Detonator is a system to multiply your Ethereum and EMP by 365% while providing 5 ways to earn. A daily largest depositor prize, a daily lottery prize, a daily burst based on your deposited amount, instant rewards from all new deposits, and a Win It Now button. Every day, right after the detonation countdown ends, the largest depositor prize is awarded. Huge sums are at stake as investors bid against each other to see who will come out on top. At the time of detonation, the winner receives a massive 100% bonus on their deposited amount. At the same time, the lottery winners are drawn. The number of winners and the prize amount is determined by the largest deposit. To participate in the lottery, you can deposit new funds or compound your earnings to receive up to 100 lottery tickets per day. The more tickets, the higher your daily chance of winning. Attached to these incredible ways to earn is your daily burst. Your daily burst is based on the amount you have deposited and is paid out continuously toward your maximum ROI. The instant rewards feature rewards you every time someone else makes a deposit, which can often yield some surprising bonus profits. Now, if you don't like the idea of competing with others for the largest depositor prize, the Detonator also features a Win It Now button. This button allows one user per day to win a guaranteed 100% bonus by depositing the equivalent of 2% of the total pool balance. Investing has never been this much fun. After the detonation, the Detonator resets and a new cycle begins. That means all unclaimed rewards will roll back into the pool. so make sure to claim or compound your earnings at least a few minutes before the rollover. You may miss a day of rewards, but you won't lose any money. Your time to reach your maximum payout will just be slightly delayed. Furthermore, by compounding your earnings, you can increase your maximum payout limit exponentially, while also being rewarded with another 20% bonus. All these systems combined make the Detonator truly revolutionary, and one of the best passive income tools available today.
All right, there you have it. Again, 1 minute left. I couldn't explain it any better than that video. So here you go. Good luck, everybody. Make sure you're compounding at the very end. Again, we always let this wallet roll over. So this is the team wallet that will always be feeding the contract. And look, I mean, you can see the deposited and earned, and that is the power of this contract. I mean, again, the earned amount is almost at what the deposited amount was after about 7 or 8 months of compounding. And again, that's why the numbers don't lie, and everybody has that opportunity, not just this team wallet. So, all right, 20 seconds. Good luck, everybody. 39 LP is the current leader. Let's see if that holds up. Could be an amazing payday for them because you get 300 LP as the minimum. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Will 39 LP take it home? Holy cow. We're about to find out. It looks like it did. I'm going to let the rollover happen. Give me 1 moment. All right, let's take a look. Go down here to view largest deposits. Go to yesterday. Oh man, a 100 at the very last minute. So my computer was actually frozen or lagging rather. So 100 LP is the winner at the very last minute. Man, I'm gonna have to look on chain. They probably got in at literally the last block. So congrats to them. 100 LP takes it home, and they are rewarded with 300 LP because that is the minimum. And so again, they essentially got a 3-for-1 instead of a 2-for-1. So congrats to them. But all right, pool balance again up pretty nice today. You know, we are seeing a lot of claiming from Detonator, but the pool balance is starting to level off. Again, we've been hovering around that 97,000 LP area over the last few days. So, and still over $3 million in the contract. So, you know, those that are compounding, like I said earlier, look at this number right here, your share of the pool. So even though your daily burst may be going down, I can almost guarantee you that your pool share will be going up or at least maintaining if you're compounding more than you're claiming. And that is really important for those of you that have a long-term mindset. And when we start seeing new volume enter Detonator, you get a larger amount of that volume as rewards because your pool share is higher. So that is a really unique mechanism that I think a lot of people have no idea about, and that is why, again, you know, this contract is amazing for transferring the wealth to the patient from the impatient, and that is what investing is. I think Warren Buffett actually has that quote that says, you know, a good investor is someone that is able to make money by being patient or something to that effect. So, all right, I think that was it as far as updates. And Bull, any other questions or comments before we give away even more money? Again, we gave away between Generator, Detonator, and Reactor. We're giving away tens of thousands of dollars. and now we're going to give away even more here at the very end. But while I get that set up, any other questions or comments, Bull? Go ahead.
I think we got a YouTuber here in the channel here. Crypto Kings. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there he is. I see him. Well, shout out. Like we always love all our YouTubers. Anybody that's helping push out the message, we appreciate it. So
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And, get out there and like, share, subscribe, any of that EMP content, because it's so simple to invest in your investment by doing that and reward the person that is doing that work for you.
Yeah, no doubt, Bull. And yes, we love all of our influencers. Oh, I'm starting my music early. Hang on, bear with me. All right, well, the music starts automatically now, so here we go, everybody. I'm going to jump right into it, Bull. I apologize. If you're on Telegram, you have no idea what's going on, but if you're on YouTube, you can hear your music. All right, give me one moment.
To be quite honest, my stream is always a bit behind because whenever I start up the YouTube stream, I usually have like one of those 20-minute ads, so
yeah,
I just let it play.
You gotta let that ad play, Bull. I love it. So, alright, everybody, hopefully you can see my screen. This is our eShare BNB LP giveaway, brought to you by one of our amazing community members, Gene. He wanted to give away 0.1 LP for the next 100 days. So, right now it's probably about 90 days remaining, but truly amazing. He had some amazing success both inside of EMP and through some of our other partnerships with other protocols, and wanted to share that wealth with all of us. So, and by doing so, we are incentivizing everybody to take the Academy. So you're able to win 0.1 LP every single day as long as you finish our EMP Academy and add your wallet address to your profile within the Academy. So, alright, I'm going to reset one more time here, make sure everybody's in, and we're going to give away 0.1 LP. Alright, good luck everybody, here we go! Alright, there is a winner, Academy, which means they just didn't put their first name, which is totally fine. We always respect everybody's privacy. But that is the winning wallet address, E402A. So, congrats to them. They are today's winner of 0.1 LP, and that will be given to you directly to your wallet. Don't respond to any DMs or scammers. Never give away your secrets. That 0.1 LP will show up right in your wallet, and not financial advice, but you may want to put that right into Reactor and get some free tickets as well to win
10 tickets.
Yeah, 10 tickets, exactly. To win potentially about $9,000 or what? I don't even know what the Reactor is right now. 3,000, somewhere in there. So yeah, all right. Let me go ahead and stop this music. Bear with me, guys.
No, bro, it's over 10K. So
there you go, over 10K. Yeah. Yeah, generator is about 3K. So Reactor is over 10.
Only 3K. Oh man, what a bummer. Almost.
All right, there we go, everybody. Holy moly! Oh, never a dull
And we're
moment
live.
here.
Hello, everybody. Good.
Never a dull moment here at EMP. Oh, we got circus music. We got live streaming. We got crazy dogs barking in the background, but it's always a good time. So, all right, awesome, Bull. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up then. Anybody in the army or anybody else want to have some final words of wisdom or anything we didn't talk about today? Bull, go ahead.
I gotta give somebody else the floor. I mean, I've been saying too much.
All right. Well,
I'm not gonna eat dinner unless Bill tells me go eat your dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you know what? And Joe, don't eat your dessert first.
There you go.
Right?
Exactly.
Although I got to be honest, like people have told me my whole life, don't eat that, you're going to ruin your appetite. I've never ruined my appetite once in my life.
Seriously, right?
Yeah, man, when you're active and you're hungry, in all regards, you're never going to be full. But if you're full, you're going to be lazy and lethargic, or those are both the same words, but you're going to be probably fat and lazy, maybe not in the physical sense, but when they've had that, people have used to say this, they'd call you a fathead. That is not a term of endearment. It means, like you're thick between the ears, like your brain's not functioning like it should be. And that's because you're full. Like, and fat in all regards is probably not the place that you want to be. You want to be lean and hungry so that you can never be full, so that you can always be learning, you can always be earning. And this is the place to do that.
I love it, Bull. See, you can't help yourself, man. You always give the best advice right at the end with your mic drop moments. But on that note, man, I don't know. There's nothing else to follow up with. I love it. So, again, thank you all for being here. I may not be here for the AMA tomorrow. I think I'm going to have a scheduling conflict, but I will try to make it if I can. If not, we will have the Cultivator launch on Wednesday. And I'm going to try to have the Cultivator team, I'm sorry, the X-Grow BNB team, or the Cultivator team, I guess that works too. I'm going to try to have them on for an AMA while we do a live launch, and allow people in. Again, the public will have access at approximately 8:30 p.m. Eastern, but that's only on the first day because we allow that 1 hour early access. So the rollover every day from here on out will be 7:30 p.m. Eastern, which is right in the middle of reactor and detonator rollover. So, all right. Again, thanks
Hey
for.
AJ, I
Yeah,
just
oh,
want
yeah,
to add to
yeah.
that.
Yeah, please.
Sorry, I just got word, so we are gonna have the white paper up tonight,
All
and
right. Yes.
so that'll be up within the next few hours. And just a reminder, if you do want a whitelist spot, you need to submit that info to us. The instructions are in the pin post. You'll just have to click back a few pins or check out the announcements on Discord from yesterday. But that has to be in by midnight Eastern Standard Time, which is in 4 hours from now, give or take. So
Perfect. Yep, there you go. All right, amazing. And yeah, we will have the white paper out again. It is the exact same functionality as Detonator, Reactor, and Cultivator. I'm sorry, Generator. It's the same thing, just different LPs. We'll have all the LPs broken down in that white paper. And remember, they also offer yield farming on the Xperps site. So similar to how we say you can claim from Detonator or Reactor and put those LPs on the farm, you can do that same thing within the X-Grow community as well, which gives you that ability to earn on top of earn in the ecosystem. So again, we'll go over all that upon launch over the next 24 to 48 hours. But amazing opportunity. Let's continue to build the hype. And please do what you can to support Generator as well. We want to have as much LP in Generator as possible going into Splinterfest because the more LP, the bigger the impact we can have to their entire community by the weekend. So again, what we say all the time, the best time to be in any of these detonators as a service was yesterday, but the second best time is today. So again,
ooh, one more thing.
yeah, please, Ellie, go ahead. I love it. Yep.
Are you? Can you still put your camera on the screen?
I may be able to. Yes. Hang on one sec. My face? You want me to show my face?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
what
no.
do I show?
The website.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Hang on. All right. Yes, I think I know what you want me to show. The
The
Detonator as a
DaaS
service
page.
page. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I
Let's.
just noticed.
I love it. Hang on one second.
Looks so good.
See, shout out to those YouTubers. This isn't as easy as it looks.
No,
There's a lot
it's
of moving
not.
pieces behind the scene here.
Exactly, Bull. Oh my God, man. Yes, and I'm doing this all on a freaking laptop, so I can't wait to have multiple screens. Again, I'm working on the home office still. It's just hard to get general contractors.
Oh, sorry,
Even,
bro. I just
even,
got my 5th screen. I'm sorry.
yeah, no doubt. Well, I got to get my dad, and my dad is a contractor, so not even my own dad can come and finish this damn office. But anyway, here you go. This is our Detonator as a service page, and there you have it, man. Again, if that doesn't look professional, I don't know what does. So the cultivator theming is again the Jack and the Beanstalk, or you know, perpetual growth branding, and yeah, we're excited. I mean, just imagine when we have 10, 20, 100 of these little thumbnails all here ready to go, and literally your full-time job could just be going from one contract to another, compounding, to just, you know, make an amazing living just from that alone. So there you go. Shout out to uh, their design team, as well as Mike G. He does all these LP logos, which are just incredible. Again, SPS BNB. Now we have Xgrow BNB, and who knows what the next partner will be. We have about 4 in the pipeline. 2 of them now are on different chains, so there may be a little bit more development time. Again, everything that's EVM compatible is not a problem, but we do have to update the contracts with the different libraries and uh, repositories. But yeah, we're excited. We have a bunch in the works, and if you have a project that you like or you're involved in outside of EMP, start shilling them a detonator. Again, everybody can benefit from this, so make sure you are putting the word out as well. So, all right, awesome. Looking really, really good, LA. You're right. It gets me excited. I can just envision, you know, 10 more of these all ready to roll. So, all right, let me go and pull my desktop up again. All right, now we really will end the stream. Again, thanks for everybody for the continued support, and we'll leave it up in the air about an AMA tomorrow, but we will definitely be here on Wednesday. So, all right, thanks everybody. Good night, good day. We may see you tomorrow, but definitely Wednesday. All right, bye bye.